What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Said It Show. Over 2,200 episodes since 2014. 500,000 plus streams all around the globe. None of this is possible without you guys, so thank you so much for the shares, the cares. It makes a huge difference. Today, we have a very special guest with us. This is a New York Times #1 best-selling author, screenwriter, film producer, columnist, humorist. We've got the wonderful Bruce Cameron with us today. Hey, Bruce.
Hey, you make me sound like I've got a split personality.
I'm telling you, Bruce, you got all these magic powers. I'm trying to see, like, how do you work? How do you operate? Where does this come from?
Also, I make a mean burrito. You should put that in.
All right. Mean burrito. We're going to put it at the next opening. I'm just saying. So, Bruce, I want to first talk about your book, which is the original inspiration. Where did that book even come from? A Dog's Purpose.
So, all the way back to A Dog's Purpose, that origin was very interesting because I had moved to California because I had a TV show on the air, if you could believe it. 8 Simple Rules was based on my book. And so I came out to work in television. Oh, wow. And I was divorced, and I met this woman, and she and I started to, I'm just roll my eyes when I say date because I just feel like I'm way too old to have gone out on a date. And then it's worse, she says, I want you to meet my parents. And I'm like, oh my God, are we doing that? You know, what's next, prom? So we're driving up the coast of California to meet her parents. She turns to me out of the blue and says, I will never have another dog. And I'm like, what? Well, her dog had died. And she's like, I can't go through that again. And I'm like, then you're getting out at the next gas station because I am not going to go through life or even on this trip with a woman who will even entertain the idea of a dog. And because it's a long trip from LA to San Francisco area, it takes approximately 18 years. I thought, okay, I'm going to have to fix this situation. When I want to make a point, I tell a story. And in this case, I made up a story about a dog, very special dog, because I wanted her to believe that the same love you have from your dog, the most beloved dog you've ever had, is available to you from the heart of another dog if you just open yourself up to it. Further, it might even be the same dog come back to you. So I described a situation where a dog dies and is reborn and reincarnates and learns all these lessons and eventually finds his way back to his original boy. And that was the origin of the movie A Dog's Purpose, because when I told her the story, she said, you have to write that as a book. And so I wrote it as a book, and she loved the story so much she married me. And the book became, it was a #1 New York Times bestseller, and it became a movie, and it sort of propelled me into being the dog book guy.
Yes. Now, what was your reaction when the book was gaining so much notoriety and so many people were into it, #1 best-selling book? Like, how did that make you feel?
Well, I had spent my whole life trying to get books going and had only recently tumbled onto some success. And so it felt like head-snapping acceleration is what it felt like. It felt like, wow, I've spent my whole adult life trying to take the first step, and now I am a whole football field away from where I started. It was exhilarating. But the thing that hit home the most, honestly, which really convinced me I was doing good in the world, was going to set for the first day of the filming of the movie A Dog's Purpose. And as we took the shuttle bus and we went over the top of this rise and we looked down below, there's a night scene, and I could see all these people, there were cop cars, there were security people, there were transport people, there were people carrying things, and there were lights, and everybody was milling around. There had to be 200 people right there in my vision. And I thought, none of these people would have a job doing this if I hadn't written that book. And that's when it hit home that I had done something.
That is phenomenal. And, of course, the film, A Dog's Perfect Christmas, is coming this fall to Netflix. That's huge.
Yes. We're doing it again, A Dog's Perfect Christmas. This one's So this is based on my book, A Dog's Perfect Christmas. And Catherine and Sean and I wrote the screenplay together. We've become a writing team. And Catherine, as well, is directing this one. And it's her first big studio movie. She's directed other independent movies, but this is her first one, and first studio. And it has gone great, and we had a great cast of Dennis Quaid and Milo Ventimiglia and Mary Steenburgen and Jennifer Tilly.
Yes.
And then we've got some, yes, she's wonderful.
I love Jennifer Tilly. She is amazing. She's a genius. I love her. I'm sorry.
She is so much fun. She brought so much to the role of Lucille in this movie. It was just great to hang out. And then, we've got a couple of fairly new stars, giving them both a big break. One of them is Brooklina Johnson, and she steals the movie. She's this young actress. We're playing a senior in high school. Everyone is going to go into the theater never having heard of her and come out saying, oh my gosh, that was such a performance, and wow, this was so much fun. And there's also a guy named Ethan Loomis, and Ethan has really been in nothing. He's been in nothing. This is his first shot. And people are going to say, oh, this kid's going to be, we're going to see him again. He's got other roles coming.
I love it. What can you tell us about the dogs in the movie, as far as how many are you dealing with, different ones? How many?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I wrote A Dog's Perfect Christmas. So when I wrote the novel, I envisioned Winstead, the old dog, is a big old hound. Yeah. For the movie, we made him a basset hound. And then I pictured Ruby, the puppy, as just being a sort of a puppy, but we made her into a corgi puppy. And so we have on the film, we've got Winstead and Ruby, a basset hound, and a corgi. In a flashback, we see the basset as a puppy. The corgi is a puppy all the way through the movie, and because it takes place essentially from Thanksgiving to Christmas one year. Right. And the corgi there were 3 corgis, so they each played different roles. One of them learned how to skateboard. It was just amazing. These puppies, and they just brought so much cute. It was really wild.
Yes. I love it. So we'll definitely be looking forward to that this fall. You guys keep eyes out on social and everything else. So we'll be looking for those dates. I love that. Yeah. Now, Bruce, if Hollywood was to ever decide to adapt your life as a humorist, as a best-selling author, into a movie, who do you think could portray you the best on screen?
Well, I think if we're going with just looks, it's going to have to be Brad Pitt, because he and I are practically twins. I mean, people always say to me, you are like a better-looking Brad Pitt, aren't you? And I say, well, yeah, sure. So obviously, the first step, it would have to be someone completely demented. Delusional would help.
No,
I don't even know of an actor who would want to play me. They'd be like, so wait, let me understand. There's a character, he's on screen the entire movie, and all he's doing is typing. How is that interesting? People would be like, yeah, all he does is type. That's not that interesting.
Well, I'm sure there's other stuff to weave into there, Bruce. There's going to be random things to happen, folks popping in, popping out. You never know.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't live in a sitcom. I try to keep people from popping in and popping out, because I just like to sit here, just like to write my books.
I love it.
But A Dog's Perfect Christmas is a book. I wanted to emphasize that because the book itself, the producers that read it were just in love with the book. They all wanted to make the movie, and the reason they wanted to make the movie is because it's just a great story. Yeah.
And we need some more just feel-good stories being told. So that's why I'm really excited about all of these stories that everyone can obviously pick up now on Amazon and all different online headquarters. They can go and pick these wonderful books up, but they can also look forward to seeing the film adaptation this fall.
Absolutely. Yes, go see the movie if it's in theaters. If it just goes to streaming, which is possible.
Okay.
If you have Netflix, queue it up because you're not gonna be disappointed. You get the family around the big screen and watch this movie.
I love it. Bruce, thank you so much for coming through. We so appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Ash. I really appreciate being here.
Not a problem. Much more success to you, your team, your beautiful wife. All those good vibes.
Well,
we loving that.
I'll tell once again, we're going into the age of delusion that I have a team. But yes, my entire team. I'll tell them, I'll sit them down and say, okay, Ben.
Everybody, this is what's going on. Ash sends good vibrations. She's sending good vibes to us. Loving that.
Perfect.
Yes, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do, watch me make it happen, watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.